to better make the trip more wild.
There's a fuel crisis in the U.S. and it's not home to our chemical destruction.
Okay. Let me see how much oil we have left and how many more weeks of fuel we have before it's all gone. Should I let people know so they can start using less oil, start supplying with us longer? They could conserve and find new ways to use less oil, such as riding bikes or...
Mr. President, I think we're going to have to think about this later. You have a meeting with the President of Syria to talk about how things are going in your two countries.
Wait! Gotta be fancy.
Me too. Hello. Girls, do your job, scanner.
Yep, that's the Syrian president.
You guys are crazy. Leave me alone.
President Haslam! How are things going in Syria?
In Syria, things are going quite well. There's not much to talk about, but one thing we have still been known successful at is making solar panels, basically, that can last 24 hours a day. How about the U.S.?
Well, things are going pretty well, but I just found out we have a fuel crisis, so that could be a pretty big disaster.
Sounds like a big disaster if you ask me. How long do you have left?
We have a month of fuel left. We have about a month of fuel left.
Alright, month of fuel. That actually sounds like enough time. Because in Syria, we don't use fossil fuel anymore. Because at one point, we were banned of it. And then we had to find an alternative. And some smart engineers decided that they would make camel manure and spit into biogas. And that, in this case, is fuel. Does that sound any way helpful?
Yes, that might be very helpful. Thank you for offering this. Can I go to Syria to check it out?
Sure.
In fact, I've actually never been to Syria.
Of course I have.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. You're crazy. Well, here's the plant. The crusher, that's very important, all that. And the camel's over here. He's going to peek out in a moment. And then Factory Robot 260 will explain all of this.
Initiate reading 426. Hello, I understand you two are friendly designated visitors. 20-hour dealing voice. Okay, so first we have all our camels spit in a bucket, and every hour we collect those buckets and put them in a large tub. Then that is where we add the manure. Then we add some machine that will stir all together. That is how we make the biogas. And the crusher crushes it down afterwards, so it's smaller too. And afterwards, every month we search out the camels so we could get some new ones to be nice with them.
Shout Factory
Low on
Robot.
battery must recharge.
You're running into your plants.
That sounds very helpful. Can you come to the U.S. and help us build and lend us some camels?
Sure thing. And he's got some time.
Well, since you're helping me with our crisis, I'll help you with your one about the 24-hour day energy thing. So in America, smart scientists have made the SHINE project, which is 24-hour day stored energy and supply energy. Would you like that in exchange for the government?
Sounds very helpful. I'm shy.
Well, I guess we better go back to America to tell people the great news.
Mr. President and other presidents, why are you here?
Well, as you all know, we have been having a fuel crisis, but thanks to some very smart Syrian scientists and Syrian President Haslam, our fuel crisis is now over. We can now provide enough fuel for our country by using biogas. We will begin using camel manure and spit for fuel in 1 week.
And other president, did you get anything in return?
Yes, whether you Americans knew it or not, you had a project going on called the Shine Project. And that is basically 24-hour-a-day stored and supplied energy, solar energy. And what I got in return was the technology to replicate this crazy project.
That's great. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us?
sir.
Okay, then I better wrap this up. We'll see you next time.